Here are two really cool and impressive EDC knives from Shieldon Knives. These were sent to me by them, and I gotta say, to be 100% honest, when I opened up the boxes, I was like, oh, these are nice. Shieldon makes some crazy, cool tactical knives that are very much my speed, but they sent me a couple of knives that at first I thought, oh, these are pretty pedestrian EDC knives. But man, I have fallen for them. This one, surprisingly, even more than this. And this is a great knife, and I'll tell you why in a minute. It has to do with my thumb. But this has been a go-to for me recently. Since I got it, I don't know, about a month ago. It's not really that hard to shut. It's this that my thumb is in constant pain right now. But this is a perfect EDC carry for about 45 bucks. It's got this awesome D2 drop point blade that is really perfectly shaped. I got some schmutz on there. I was commenting on the midweek supplemental about this knife because this has been my ESK a couple of times recently, sitting in my back pocket, giving me emotional support. And this shape blade, I keep looking at it. It's such a perfect drop point shape. I really like it. Fully flat ground, very thin, very sharp and cutty, slicey there, but nice point and everything. But it just somehow manages to look really great too. And I'm usually not wowed by drop points. I like the cut of this one's jib. Designed by Django. This one is in D2 blade steel. And I'm still a big fan of D2. I know it's the budget option these days, but it is still a great steel. I remember when it came out. I'm old enough to remember when it came out and it was a big deal. And I remember getting it on my first ProTech Rockeye, and it was like a big deal to have. This was CPM D2, and D2 is still awesome. Still an awesome blade steel. That looks like a pretty good plunge grind, and right? Is that Jared approved? You could definitely sharpen up a little bit, but I don't know. You might run into. You could definitely sharpen up a bit there. It might start to smile because I'm starting to see what he means about thickness and plunge grind. And by him, I know a lot of people know about that, but he's the one who's sort of hammered it into me. But that looks pretty good for now anyway. Shieldon Knives, that's their maker's mark, cool maker's mark. You see it on their pivot here, which I'll get to shortly. Great contoured G10 handle scales, very nicely done. This one little flourish with these little nicks, it's kind of hard to see it. I have all these lights, for some reason it's kind of hard to see, but there is texturing just on the edges here, and I don't like it. But that's a personal matter of taste. It's the one thing about this knife. Even this like audaciously low slung clip doesn't bother me. But this texturing does, and it's not offensive to the hand or anything. It's just too many notes. To me, I just want to see smooth. But that's just my own personal take, my own eye. Really nice gear pattern back spacer. Offers nice gription, especially when closing it. Very nice action on this. A great left-hander for me. I like this. Yeah, it's very, very comfortable. I like the blade size on this. This is bigger than usual. By usual, I mean, what was this, 3.7 inches, something like that? Oh, just 3.5. For some reason, this blade seems a little longer to me. 3.5. Empolean. This is a really, really nice EDC blade. Very capable so far. I've been carrying this in the back pocket. Nice and slender. It carries nicely in my back pocket next to my bandana. My back left pocket, so that the seam is here, and so there's no way the blade can open up in my pocket. That much sticks out, which some people, that's a deal breaker for some people. Not for me. Not for me. Though I would hate for someone to snatch it out of my pocket. I'm not living in the city. I'm not butts to nuts with people on the subway. No one's going to be pulling this out of my pocket where I am, I don't think. That's the thing about deep carry that I like. It would be harder for someone to just grab it out of your pocket for a couple of reasons. First of all, less to hang on to up here. Second of all, if the clip is way up high on the handle, they're by design are going to have to grab the clip and the handle, and in doing so are going to reinforce the clip's hold on the pocket, which might give you an instant to grab their hand and then throw your elbow in their face, knock them to the ground, and run to the police or whatever you're going to do. Nice clip, a very minimalist clip. I like that the ramp goes up and then back down. This has worked great in regular, Levi's, and in my 511 tactical pants and khakis. Those are basically the three kind of pants that I wear. I have Carhartts that I never wear. I'm sure this would be fine. Okay, liner lock and all that. Next up is this, and this is very, very cool. I like this one a lot. This is but there's a reason why I haven't been carrying it much. This is the Kite. This one designed by Django. This one designed by the R&D team at Shieldon. So an in-house design. That was a user error. This is actually a very nice, you wouldn't know it. Let me put this down. The Kite Shieldon R&D Center, 154 cm, 3.4 inches, 3.44 inches, overall 7.9, stonewash. You got this coyote tan. Okay, so really nice crossbar lock, and that's pretty much how I have to open this one. Though I can also use a reverse just against the side using just friction or surface tension against the side of the blade. But I have a feeling it's a great front flipper because I can do it with my left hand. But on my right, it just is too menacing for me to do front flips right now. So on my right, I'll do that, or I'll use the finger, the middle finger flick. That's pretty much why I haven't been carrying this, and why I was sort of pushed into the arms of this. Like, I was much more excited about this initially because it's a sexy blade, it's a very nice blade, and it's overall like a very nice looking knife. And I was excited about the front flipping action, and then realized that's not great for me right now. And the bar lock is outstanding. You just saw how it fell in there. It's really excellent. But the front flipper pushed me into the arms of the four-finger flipper, and so this is the one that's been getting the most use. I love it. Now, I'm going to show it with the third knife that they sent me before, which was the most compelling to me. I already did a video of that a little while ago, and that is this one. Where is it? Oh, here it is. It's this one, and then I'll show you a bonus. This one, the Bulbasaur. I just think it's so cool. At first, I was like, oh my gosh, that G10 and those colors, it's very, 2015. But I don't know. That was silly. I guess something about the shiny liners. I just think it's such a cool blade. It reminds me of a shilling cutter, that sort of Chinese traditional folding pattern that was used on the Vosteed. Whatchamacallit? Yeah. Bigger knife. And then here, this is also a Shieldon on a different strata. This is the Shieldon Scythe XL, designed by Justin and Old Squirrel Knives of DC Blades. Sorry, and also Tier 1 Gear Reviews. But this is the DC Blades logo. Cool logo there. Tier 1 Gear Reviews, Justin of Tier 1 and Old Squirrel Knives came together, have been doing a lot of collaborating, and this is one of their knives. They did a fixed blade together, and then that design got translated into this. Really, really ultra cool and beautifully well made by Shieldon. Look at that. Contoured titanium, not easy. By Shieldon. Whatever. What was I saying? I can't remember. God, don't get old, people. Cool ball bearing in there on the clip. I love this knife. So Shieldon Knives makes some pretty cool stuff. I know that recently they've come out with a number of really interesting looking tactical knives, karambit, and a couple of other things. But I'm very happy, and thank you, Shieldon Knives, for exposing me to your EDC knives, which I would have passed up, honest to goodness, because I go for stuff like this. And this is an outstanding knife. This one is also very good at 154 cm, by the way. But like I said, I just haven't gotten the use out of this one as much as this because of my own situation. So Shieldon Knives Empolean, and Shieldon Knives Kite, and Shieldon Knives Bulbasaur. And don't forget to check out the DC Blades collaboration, the scythe, the mini scythe. Lots of different variations of this one. Whoops. All right, guys. Thanks for watching.